So somebody found me on Facebook or YouTube, and they asked me to make this just color ring where the color goes back and forth. It changes. There's a tail, all sorts of stuff. You can change direction. And so I'll be posting this to my GitHub and link below. But I wanted to explain everything going on here. And so this is, first of all, here's the code, right? Not very much, 66 lines with plenty of spaces between here. Here's the code actually running. Right now it's at 64 brightness. And so if I put it up to 255 and hit upload, it'll get significantly brighter. So brightness can be 0 to 255. Direction can be -1 or +1. Okay. So it's uploading now. And now that's significantly brighter, right? So I can make it go the opposite direction. I can make that a 1, hit upload. We can also change the speed. So the longer or the higher it is, the longer it takes, right? Because this is milliseconds until the next pixel. So I could have it go super fast, which is silly. But I like 12 for this 45. So yeah, now it's spinning the opposite way here. But if I wanted to go like a little bit slower, let's say I put 45 in there. So I've got 45 pixels here. So the tail is 45 long. I can make the tail like half as long. Let's make it 16 or so. So there's not nearly as much of a tail. I don't know if you can tell it on the camera. The color. So if I didn't want to have a color change, I could set the increment to 0. I could set the color fade to 0. And I could set the color, let's see. So 0 would be red. And then it goes, let's see, which direction is that? Yeah, I think it starts going to green. Yeah, RGB. So if I wanted green, it'd be like, I don't know, let's go try 450. Should be some greenish blue color. But the whole thing will just be that one color there, right? So it'll go slower, it'll have a short tail, and just stay blue the whole time. Because it won't increment at all. I guess I could also have the tail, like, go to a slight green or something. We could try that. There we go. Yeah, a little kind of blue, kind of greenish, right? But there's no color change on the tail, and the tail's much shorter. So let's make that tail a little bit longer here. I'll set it to 32, and I'll do, I don't know, 5. So the color wheel's 0 to 1023. So if I go 5, 32 times 5 is, what is that, 160? Yeah, right? Yeah, 160. So that's not much of a change. It's going to be a little more of a dark blue on here. Let's see if we can even see that. Like the last pixel that's like super dim is going to be dark blue, while the front's always going to be that lighter blue, that tealish color. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I guess it starts a deeper blue and goes to a lighter blue. Yeah, you can barely see it on this camera. Let's go to red, because red to green, there's tons of changes there. So color 0 should be red. Yeah, if you look at a color wheel, 0's the red, then it goes all the way around to another red at 1023 or 1024, I guess. There we go. So we got yellow up front down to red and back. Okay. So we can get a little more creative with this code, right? So right now the direction is 1, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is everything's based on neo direction. Let's see. First of all, I'm going to save this so I can send it, like I can upload this code and send it to you guys. But now under this, I'm going to do int. I guess it can be a character, whatever. I'll use an int, dir. Okay. So under setup, dir equals neo direction. There we go. Okay. So we got neo direction there. And we got these timers, right? So I'm going to do another timer. This is going to be dir timer. Okay. So right now there's 2 timers going on right now. There's the speed timer. The speed of the pixel changes to the next color, right? As soon as that overflows, it sets all the new pixels and shows them. There's also the color timer. So this one can be totally separate from the speed timer. So this can change colors whenever. And if it happens to change it twice before the timer happens, the speed timer, then that happens, right? So That way they can change separately. They don't always change with each other. Anyways, we're going to do an if timer is greater than dir timer, then, let's see, where's our curly? There it is. Okay, so if timer is greater than dir timer, so first of all, I'll just set it in here. I won't make it a define up top. So dir timer plus equals, let's do random. Random, let's see. So we'll do random. Let's go 500. No, let's go, there it is. Let's go 2000. 2000 plus 500. So minimum, it'll be half a second, right? Maximum, it'll be 2.5 seconds. Okay. So when dir equals 0 minus dir. There we go. So if, let's see, yeah, that's right. Okay, so directions -1. So it's directions 1, 0 minus 1 is -1. If directions -1, 0 minus -1 is 1. Okay, so it's going to swap the directions. So we got that, right? But now everywhere where we use neo direction, we need to use dir. Okay. And dir. I think that's the only two places I have it. Okay. So let's upload that. So the direction should occasionally change. Oh, I want more rainbow stuff. I'm going to change that too. I'll wait for next time, but let's do like, I don't know, 30 on that tail. And let's make that go a little bit faster. So it's going that way, right? And it just swapped directions. Doesn't swap too nicely though. Oh, I see. So it flips everything. So the head's over here, and now the head's, so the head turns into the tail. So I guess it flips right. Huh. I wonder if I made that. Well, it's either way it's going to look like that. Okay, let's try 45 here. So heads as long, or the tails as long as the ring here. And let's see, we got more of a change. I want it to actually change. So let's increment this change to 2. There we go. So it can actually change colors after a while. Oh, whoops, I wanted to change that speed. That's right. I want to change that to like, I don't know, we'll do 18. Well, we'll let this upload. We'll see what happens. There we go. Looks funny doing that. I think it'll look a little more natural going faster, though. But we can do that for everything, right? Like, we can have the brightness go in and out. We can have the tail going up and down, like all sorts of stuff through another timer. I've also got it. There we go. That's a little better. Cool. I think I should change that, though. Let's go to 1,000 and make this like 5,000. So minimum will be 1 second. Maximum will be 6 seconds that it changes direction. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I can get like, as it's changing, it sucks in the tail and then changes direction. Well, that's a lot more programming. But yeah, I think this is pretty good here. You can also, like, right now it's just running its own program, changing things. You can also use a potentiometer. And so I've got, if you want to use a pot to change the brightness, you can comment that out and then uncomment this where it says analog read 04. And so you hook up the potentiometer to analog read 0 to A0 on the board. We're using Arduinos, by the way, Arduino Nanos right now. So whatever you're using, make sure to set it to that pin. But that could be the same thing here, right? So the tail's 45. So what would that be? So I'd have to get a calculator out here. Okay, so it's a 10-bit reading on the analog for this. So 1024 divided by 45 equals, so yeah, 22. So what I would do here is instead of, I'm going to copy paste it. So instead of 45 there, right, I would do, oh, there we go. There's it selected. Analog read 1 So that's an A1 instead of A0 like the brightness. A1 divided by, I already forgot. There it is. 22. Okay. Divided by 22. Okay. I guess that should all be in parentheses. That way it doesn't collide with anything. Okay, so now instead of just being like, what was it, 45, now as I turn that potentiometer up and down, it will change the length of the tail, shorten it, and elongate it. I guess I could also do this. I could do that. Okay, so this would be pix divided, no, not pix. It'd be 1024 divided by pix. There we go. That way, whenever I change my pixels, the amount of pixels I have, right now it's a 45 ring right here. Whenever I change that, it'll use the same divisor for this. So I won't have to like pull out my calculator. It'll just automatically set. So if I do a 24, let's try that. It's not going to look right on my ring. I think I have those connectors on my rings, actually. I could probably plug in a different one. I might try that. Give me a second. Oh, I don't have an analog read, though. Whoops. I'd have to set up a pot. It's going to flutter, I bet. Oh, yeah, the tail's looking really funny. I'm going to touch things, see if I can get that tail to mess up. Oh, the brightness is reading it, too. Okay. Yeah, with no potentiometer, there's no actual like reading here, so I guess I'll slash that out. Let's see, bring that back. Slash that out. Bring that one back and bring us back to 45. There we go. And I don't know why that's so far out there. That's a little weird. There we go. Okay, so yeah, have fun with it. Try stuff. If you want anything else changed or want to see me change it, let me know. I'm gonna save this as I guess another thing here. So GB ring V2 with those changes in there. Yeah, I'm still not exactly sure what it's for. You're gonna have to send me a video. I'm gonna make the ring go super fast. Let's see, not full tail. Let's start at 0. Okay. Every 5 milliseconds it changes one color. 1 out of 1023. So what would that be? So in 5 seconds it goes to the rainbow. So let's make that 10. Every 10 seconds it goes to the rainbow, and let's see, there's 45 LEDs here. Oh, I guess that's 22, huh? So the color difference along the tail, I'll make this like 44. That way we got lots of changes on the tail. And then, yeah, just changes 1 every 10 milliseconds. It increments up 1 to get up to the 1023, then go back to 0. So, and then brightness, yeah, we'll keep it fully bright because that's fun. Okay. So, yeah, we got these, what is it? 1, 2, which you know, you got to set these, which pin you're using, how many pixels you have, and then all the settings for the animation here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 settings. Okay, once you got that set, 8, that's right. We got the direction, but we also have it, changing randomly. So I guess that doesn't count here. Yeah, let's see how this looks. There we go. Yeah, lots of changes on that tail. And it's just, going right back and forth. Beautiful. Cool. Anyways, have fun with this.